The stock market made some gains last week. We have Dan Deming at KKM Financial watching the market action for us. And Dan, there's some traction in the stock market.
We have, it was a nice week last week for the most part, Angie, as the market was able to realize some upside for the first time in really in the last almost 2 months. So, we'll see. This week's going to be interesting. Post-expiration, we did have a lot of activity moving into and out of expiration week last week. But we are coming into some critical levels here where we're pushing into some areas where if we continue to see a little bit more upside, this would technically reverse some of the trends that we have realized for the last couple of months.
Dan, what are you watching with the economy this week in economic news?
Well, Fed speak. Really, the Fed's going to be back out there talking about their decision and also their outlook moving forward. The market had quite a interesting dynamic last week in the interest rate environment as it repriced expectations moving forward after the Fed announcement. So I think that's going to be one of the primary drivers this week, Angie.
Dan, are you surprised at all by the market reaction as the Fed prepares more rate hikes?
A little bit, but at the same time, it appears that the market was bracing for the worst. And, even though the message was fairly hawkish, now that the market's had a little bit of time to digest that message, we are seeing a shifting of expectations within the interest rate environment. And I think that's leading to why we're seeing the markets realizing further upside, because we are seeing the 10-year, for example, moderate just above 2% now. And, we're off the highs that we realized last week from a percentage standpoint. And it does feel like the market's now respecting the fact that the Fed's going to continue to move. But at the same time, it's also understanding the fact that the Fed is also going to probably be very nimble moving forward, Angie. So, overall, I think now that the market's had a chance to digest it, it looks like it's focused on growth and the potential for economic activity.
Always good to get your trader talk. Thank you, Dan. Have a good week ahead.
All right. Thanks, Angie. Thanks for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.